Mr. Ryan Waters.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yes! Alright. You know, there's times where we as wrestling fans, we've watched the product so long, you know, we say, that was just plain stupid.
I've said that quite a few times in my day.
So,
I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I was thinking, and mainly it's because of you, I was thinking like, man, Wayne brings up this, especially the first one that we're going to do. He always says like, this shouldn't have happened this way, we should have did this way. Mm-hmm. So I said, you know what, give me the book. So I'm going to introduce you guys to a new segment we have called Give Me the Book. And Give Me the Book is where we simply rebook some of the worst WWE, WCW, NWA, whatever storylines. So sit back, enjoy it, and you know what? We're going to give you the book. Tweet us, how would you have booked this? I don't want to curse, but how would you have booked this ish? So,
start it off. This is the first one. So
one.
The first one's got to be really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have a feeling of what we're going to talk about first, but here we go.
We already have a whole show dedicated to this one.
Okay.
So it's only right. Bret Hart and WCW.
Golly, boy.
Dwayne Allen, rebook this.
Okay. We all know how he came in.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it. Bret Hart became a weasel in WCW. I hated it. That's I've been on record saying I hated how he was booked because he came in, he did nothing for a year. He was Hogan, NWO, didn't know. Here's how I would have booked Bret Hart in WCW.
Okay.
What I would have done is, at the time, you had I believe they had the split come already with the NWO Hollywood and NWO Wolfpack. It was kind of brooding a little bit because Macho Man was kind of beefing with Hogan and Nash and stuff like that. So we were kind of on the fence with that. Okay, so the NWO's doing their thing. There was no WCW savior at this time.
None at all.
Sting was...
He was getting ready to go against Hogan at Starrcade. He was hanging in the rafters. He wasn't talking.
Yeah. So, okay. At some point, here's where I look at it. At some point in time, by the time Bret Hart got going, the Wolfpack was there. Mm-hmm. And Sting had joined the Wolfpack. Lex Luger had joined the Wolfpack. Macho Man was with the Wolfpack. And the only person left to defend WCW was DDP. DDP even teased on the Wolfpack. They didn't have Bret Hart doing nothing for the entire year.
And remind these people, Goldberg hadn't arrived yet.
Goldberg wasn't Goldberg.
Right.
It wasn't there.
He was having matches with William Regal getting shown up.
They were still trying to build him to be something that it wasn't, right? It wasn't a whole lot of Team WCW people. There was, at the time, honestly, it was Goldberg coming up and it was DDP. Mm-hmm. Everybody else was Luger, Sting, and those guys were all in the Wolfpack at this point, right? Mm-hmm. Here's what I would have did to book it. You knew that Bret Hart was hot off the Montreal Screwjob, and that he was he was the traditionalist. For the longest time, WCW was known to be more traditional wrestling because of the limitations of what they could do on television and stuff like that. It wasn't full-blown Attitude Era. But that's what Bret Hart was known for. I would have had him come in and have him spearhead the charge as the new leader of WCW. I mean, what better way than to stick it to WWF and say, listen, you guys didn't treat this traditionalist leader this way, so we're doing it. I would have him constantly in programs with DDP. Join him, and even if there's a bunch of tag matches, to say we're going to take down the NWO. Yeah. We're not joining the NWO Wolfpack. We're not joining the NWO Hollywood. We stand for tradition. We stand for WCW and what it stands for, and everything that comes with it. We're going to lead the charge. For the longest time, when it was the hottest at this point in time, it was Sting leading the charge with WCW versus NWO. WCW was getting their butt kicked by NWO every week until Sting came down, and that was the one man that took them down. I would have done the same thing with Bret Hitman Hart. Even if it came down to like a triple threat match between Hogan, Bret Hart, and Kevin Nash or Macho Man, probably Kevin Nash because he was the leader of the Wolfpack pretty much. That's how I would have booked it.
Well, there you have it. I like it.
I mean, he was doing nothing else. He didn't know if he was with Hogan. He was associated with Hogan, but he wasn't with the NWO.
And I remember reading this book. Bret would talk about how he got upset because, Bret took his character very seriously. He took himself. And most people, they say it's a bad thing. I'm a Bret Hart fan, so it's very little that I'm going to say bad about him.
Right.
But he said he remembered the night he was somewhere and he was getting ready to turn heel. Mm-hmm. And he saw a kid with a sign and he was like so happy to see Bret Hart. And it did something to him. He felt bad because like, about to turn heel. They got me doing this. They got me doing that. So yeah, I like your idea much better.
Yeah. I was not happy about it. But let's put it this way. By the time they finally figured out with Bret Hart, WCW was just about done, and then Goldberg kicks him in the head, unfortunately, and ends his career.
There you have it.
That's right, I went there. And I'm not happy about it. To this day, I'm not happy about it.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yes!